is the Fanny watch, smartwatch that was created for women. And I will show you guys how it looks on my wrist. I've been wearing it for about a week and I fully co-sign this watch. It feels so much better than my other smartwatch because it is a leather band, and I feel like my other bands give me such a sweaty feeling. So I have this watch face on right now. I do like a watch face where I can see the numbers. I don't want digital, like a digital face. I just want to see the numbers. All you do to get to your notifications and stuff is slide up. There will be your missed calls, your texts, whatever you want to get to is right there. And then if you want to go back, you just hit the button again. You hit that button to get to the menu of all your health aspects. It will tell you your heart rate, your blood oxygen, your activity. You can track your workouts. You can track your cycles, workout record. Your emotions are on here. Sleep is on here if you want to sleep in the watch. Breathing exercises, your alarm, your stopwatch. I have to use my stopwatch all the time at work when I give the kids, like, okay, you have 10 minutes to do this and then we're moving on to the next thing, stuff like that. Timer, weather, camera. What else do we got? Calendar, calculator. There's a calculator in here. It is so nice. Luna watch. I do have a discount code for you, which is NIAFE8705. I will post it up here and I will post it in the description. NIAFE8705. That is for 12% off on the official site or on the Amazon. You can go to Amazon to get it as well. And then a little more about the watch, the Fanny Luna smartwatch for women. It is a 1.1-inch AMOLED ultra clear display with aluminum case and leather band, fitness tracker, sleep, heart rate, SpO2, is that the oxygen one? Step monitor. It has 110 exercise modes. And it comes in several different colors. I got it in the modern silver because I'm a silver girl. But the bands are interchangeable as well. There's a really pretty red one called Passion Red. I almost got the Passion Red one. I'll show you guys that one. Isn't that pretty? It's got like rose gold. Oh yeah, that one is beautiful. So I do have the discount code for you, but on here it's $129. And it is why choose Fanny Luna thinner, lighter, more comfortable design. Fanny Luna watches, smartwatches for women, feature durable, ultra clear 1.1 AMOLED glass display. It is 0.84 ounces. Like, it is so much lighter than my other smartwatch. Smart notifications, Bluetooth connectivity, supports messages, notifications from major social apps like Facebook, Instagram. I don't do that. I don't want that on mine, but you could have that on yours. Call reminders. You cannot answer calls on it. And quick message replies. This is key. 7 days of battery life. 7 days of battery life. That is insane. I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they can put a battery in there that lasts 7 days, but to not have to charge my watch constantly has been very nice. Advanced health insights. Fanny Luna fitness watches for women provide daily sleep scores, heart rate, breathing rate, daily stress management score, menstrual health tracking, and alerts for unusually high or low heart rates or irregular heartbeats. I tend to run high. I don't know why that is. I always have, but excellent fitness partner. Fanny Luna Step Tracker watch for women offers 110 sport modes. Features include active zone minutes, all-day activity tracking, 24/7 heart rate, and automatic workout tracking. Your watch, your style health watches for women. Customize your watch face and choose from a variety of colors and styles and materials for your straps to express yourself. So yeah, there is a ton of built-in watch faces you can choose from. You can also use a picture and upload a picture just like you would on your other smartwatches that you may have owned. So yes, I tried it for several days and I will be wearing this one versus my other one for most things. And I just like the way that it doesn't look super duper sporty, so I can wear it to more elevated stuff without looking like grocery, and I still had to go pick up groceries, so I went and picked up my groceries, got home. I made a cup of coffee hoping that that would like do the trick, but I couldn't even make it back to the coffee pot. Like once I got upstairs and slipped into something more comfortable, aka like ratty sweats, I sat down on the bed, and then I laid down in the bed. My little one was gone. He was with his big sister. My husband was gone. He had to go get a 3D printer fixed. And I just stared at the ceiling for like 40 minutes, and then I did pass out. Not for long, maybe like 20 minutes or so. I got up. The coffee, the ice was all melted and stuff, and I was like, okay, so that's not gonna happen. So my husband got back, but he still had to set up the printer because they usually just give him a new one. There's a warranty, and they say they'll fix it, but they always just end up giving him a new one. So he needed to go set up his printer. I came in here and I caught up on my reading journal. Yeah, I caught up on my reading journal, but that's it. So that took me like 25 minutes or so. I had to add Lady Tremaine, American Marriage, and something else. Can't remember what the other one was. Because I finished 3 books last week. I didn't start them all and finish them all in 1 week, but I finished 3 books last week. And then I really, really wanted to watch the new movie called Apex with Charlize Theron and Tegan. Is it Egerton or Edgerton? I think it's Egerton. And Eric Bana's in it as well. So when he finished with his printer, I was like, okay, let's just at least start this movie. And I don't usually start a movie at 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. is my 10:30 p.m. But I really wanted to watch it, and my little one still wasn't home yet, so I was like, I'm gonna try to stay up anyways until he gets home. So we put it on, and we did end up finishing it. It is essentially an action movie where Charlize Theron's character is a grieving widow, and her husband did a lot of outdoor adventures together, and that, in fact, that's how he passed. So 5 months after his death, she wants to go take her another nature outdoor excursion alone. And she goes to Australia, and she stops at the gas station to pick up a couple things. She runs into some creepy guys, and she can hold her own or whatever. She gets away from him. As she's leaving the gas station, she talks to another guy that's a little less creepy. And he's like, oh, where are you going? Well, I don't recommend you do that all by yourself, little lady or whatever. And she's like, okay, bye. So she heads out to the outback or whatever you want. I don't know the terms for Australian wilderness. She heads out there, and she does get approached by the same guy. Like, I don't know how likely it would be to run into the same guys again. But she does. She gets approached by them that night. They're her first night camping there, and they're really creepy. But she ends up getting away from them. But the next day, all her camping gear goes missing. I think I kind of missed that part. Something like that happens, and she runs into the other guy that was less creepy at the gas station. She runs into him as well. Okay. But it turns out he's even a bigger creep. So it sets off this cat and mouse chase through the Australian wilderness. And was it good? It was good. It was good for what it was. It was good. It kept the ball rolling. It was action all the way through. I never felt bored. Were there plot holes? Was it a little silly? Sure. But it was still a good watch. My kid came home somewhere in between there. He was jumping off the walls, climbing. I don't know what. He came home absolutely feral, which doesn't make sense because he was playing with other kids the whole night. But that's him. So I spent a little time with him, and then I came up and went to bed. Now today, roses are my favorite flowers, and I've never been to a tulip farm. I've never been to a rose farm either. I don't know if those exist, but the farm that we're going to, they do different things for different seasons, and right now it is the tulip season. So I think that's what we're gonna do today. It is a drive. It's like a 2-hour drive there and a 2-hour drive back, so that part stinks. Me and my kid will have to take our motion sickness pills. But that means I can get some reading done, or I can try to pass out. I usually can't sleep in the car, even with motion sickness pills, which usually knock other people out. I typically can't. If I do that, I'm gonna show you guys some pictures, of course, and should be pretty fun, family fun. Even though I was hesitant because of how exhausted I felt yesterday. You gotta get this family time in. You only have 2 days to do it. To do family time, to do your catch up on your house, to do any like hobby stuff. Like this 2 days, that's not enough. That's not enough. So I'll be doing that. I do have to, right after I film this, I do have to go down and do like at least some surface cleaning because it got a little out of hand. It was a busy week. Other than that, okay, so I was thinking, my husband is moving his 3D printer stuff to the basement. He was in kind of one of our front rooms that's by the entryway, and I had it curtained off because 3D printers are not cute. But he's moving that stuff to the basement, and I was thinking of turning that room into a 365 Halloween themed room, because that's how much I like, that season and that decor and just those vibes, and to watch all my spooky movies in and stuff. So today is the last day that I have Prime. I'm gonna turn off my Prime I'm gonna have Amazon. I can still shop on Amazon and do whatever, but I won't have that speedy delivery. So I think I've had this couch in my cart for since I've been thinking about this, and I think I'm going to pull the plug today. If I do, of course, I'll show you guys pictures and stuff, but it is an orange couch. And then I would just start slowly collecting other Halloween decor. I already have some. I don't know. My husband's like, wait, for the whole year? He doesn't object, but he just didn't understand. I'm like, yes, for the whole year. We'll see. I have to make the call today if I want that speedy delivery. So that, and then also in a similar realm, my mom messaged me yesterday, and she's like, I think we should do a girls' weekend. Me, my mom, my sister. And she was thinking in June. So I got instantly super excited because I need it, and she knows I need it. I've been very stressed out for several months now. So we're just like, okay, let's get a group thread going and see what we can work out, where we want to go, etc., etc. So she messaged my sister. Originally, my sister was like, oh, let's do Starved Rockers. I was like, excuse you. What do you mean? My sister gets to live in Austin. I'm not going 1 hour or 2 hours away to do a girls' weekend. Like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do something cool. And also, that's something that I would do with my family, not my mom and my sister. That's like that doesn't scream girls' weekend to me. So, since it's gonna be in the summer, I don't want to go down south. I might already be going to Florida in the summer anyway. So I said, let's look northern. And then we all said, let's go somewhere we've never been. And that was tough because we've been to a lot of places. Now, I'm always down for the Pacific Northwest, but I've been there. So that kind of excluded Portland and Seattle, Cannon Beach or whatever. My sister said Boston, but I've done Boston. And my mom's traveled for work a lot, so she's done a lot of the cities that are by airports. And when my sister said Boston, I was like, yeah, I've done Boston. I was like, hold up. I have not done Salem yet. That might be hard to believe, but I have not done Salem yet. So my sister's like, oh, neither have I, and that's a good one. was like, okay, that's cool. So we decided on the place. Now the next thing was the weekend, because I'll be off in the summer, but my mom works Monday through Friday, and my sister, I don't know, but my sister couldn't do anything in June. July got tricky because 4th of July weekend is just not gonna work. And then we have my mom doesn't want to leave her hometown because my grandma's birthday is mid-July. And so they're gonna do some stuff for her birthday. And then the end of July is my husband's birthday, so and he's only off every other weekend. So I have to travel on one of his off weekends, so I don't have to find sitters and stuff. And then that last weekend, I'm not gonna travel because we'll do his birthday cookout or whatever. So that we're just sitting here going through every weekend, like, no, I can't, no, I can't, no, I can't, no, like, no. Finally, it looks like the first weekend of the summer that we could do it is not until the second half of August, which is crazy that we went through all those weekends and couldn't find one until the second half of August, but it's fine as long as I know it's coming. It's something to look forward to, and I'm geeked. Of course, I'll try to do some vlogging and stuff when I'm out there. I don't think I've ever vlogged before. But my sister does. Like, she's always got her stuff out. Snapchatting and stuff. She's always doing that, so I will feel less stupid pulling my camera out if she's like, hey guys, look at, anyways, I'm geeked. And then, okay, a couple things from work that I wanted to talk about. Somebody tell me if Catcher in the Rye gets better. We have to read Catcher in the Rye for young adult lit, which is not young adult lit. Just because a book is about a teenager does not mean it's young adult lit. Just because the book says every other word in the book is goddamned or damned, that doesn't mean that the kids are gonna like it, and they don't, and I don't, and they can tell that I don't. I've been reading out loud to them, it's, first of all, our books are like this big, so it's just, oh, sorry guys, sorry, it's just like a block of text, and I got through chapter 3, and we all looked at each other. I didn't say anything, but we're like, okay. I was sitting down, and I had them finish just like the last, because I was reading out loud chapter 3. I said, you guys finished the last 2 pages of chapter 3 in your heads, like silent reading. They're seniors, they can do that. It's my only class with upperclassmen. And one of the girls raised her hand, and she goes, like, what if we all vote to find a different book? And I said, then you would have my vote, but this is not my decision. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the audio up. I'm gonna put it at like 1.5. We're going to have to tough through it because it is in the curriculum, and we'll get through it, and then we'll watch some Spark Notes, and we'll watch some. The para was telling me that The Perks of Being a Wallflower, that book and movie, are supposed to be inspired by Catcher in the Rye. So I'm thinking if we could just push through the book, then we can have a couple days to watch the movie and see like some similarities and differences or whatever. Then they have one more unit where they're supposed to be able to pick their own book, but I don't even see how there's time for that in this year. I don't. It's not looking good. Thank God I picked Young Adult Lit. Well, I didn't pick it, but I got Young Adult Lit over English 3. English So I said, hey, this is AI. Come see me. And don't do that again. Little Johnny had the nerve, a couple weeks later, to turn in another essay. 100% 90s AI again. And at that point I said, we're done. You're taking the 0. I should have wrote you a referral, but I'm putting in the 0. Like, we're not doing this. That felt like a slap in the face. So now little Johnny gets put into redirection because this is going on in all the classes, all of little Johnny's classes. And his first day in redirection, he turns in a journal entry and the Romeo and Juliet essay again, which I already said we're done. Like, why are you even still working on this? You're taking the 0. And he sends that in. I run it through the AI. Every single AI detector I put it in was at least like 58% and up. And it looks weird. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. I would have to show you guys, and I'm not going to do that. But anyways, I said, stop it. He wasn't in class because he's down in redirection. I said, stop it. This is AI. For the 3rd time. I sent back on the journal entry too, because that was not written by him. Like, I'm not saying he couldn't. I'm saying this was not written by you, so I'm going to check. Like, I've heard you talking, and I know this is not how you write. So that came back full. I said, you cannot go down and sit in redirection and just keep